Intelligence Chiefs, CIA Director, MI6 Chief. Intelligence chiefs oversee national intelligence agencies, such as the CIA in the United States or MI6 in the United Kingdom. These roles are critical in ensuring the security of a nation through the gathering, analysis, and dissemination of intelligence. The CIA Director, for instance, leads the Central Intelligence Agency, guiding its operations, which include clandestine activities, foreign intelligence collection, and counterintelligence efforts. Similarly, the MI6 chief heads the Secret Intelligence Service, SIS, in the UK, focusing on foreign intelligence to protect British interests. These leaders are responsible for shaping the intelligence community's strategies and ensuring that intelligence operations align with national security objectives. They often brief the highest levels of government, including the president or prime minister, on threats and opportunities. Their decisions can influence military actions, diplomatic relations, and counterterrorism efforts. The role requires not only expertise in intelligence, but also the ability to navigate the complex political landscape and maintain the trust of both the public and government officials. National Security Advisor. The National Security Advisor is a key figure in a government's executive branch, advising the head of state on matters of national security. This role involves coordinating between various government agencies, such as defense, intelligence, and diplomacy, to ensure a cohesive national security strategy. The National Security Advisor plays a crucial role in crisis management, offering the president or prime minister timely advice on emerging threats, such as terrorist attacks or military conflicts. In addition to crisis response, the National Security Advisor is involved in long-term strategic planning, helping to shape policies that address global challenges like nuclear proliferation, cyber threats, and international terrorism. This role requires a deep understanding of both domestic and international security dynamics, as well as the ability to work under intense pressure. The National Security Advisor often acts as a liaison between the head of state and other national security officials, ensuring that all relevant perspectives are considered in decision-making. Cabinet Secretaries, Ministers. Cabinet Secretaries or Ministers are the heads of government departments, each responsible for a specific area of public policy, government function, or administration. In many countries, the cabinet is composed of these individuals who are appointed by the head of state or government and play a crucial role in shaping and implementing national policies. Examples include the Secretary of Defense, Secretary of State, or Minister of Health. These officials are responsible for overseeing the operations of their respective departments, managing budgets, and implementing laws passed by the legislature. They are also involved in drafting new policies and legislation, often working closely with legislative drafters and legal experts to ensure that proposed laws align with the government's objectives. Cabinet secretaries/ministers must balance their departmental responsibilities with broader government goals, often requiring them to make difficult decisions that impact millions of citizens. Parliamentary Counsel Legislative Drafters. Parliamentary counsel or legislative drafters are legal experts who specialize in drafting legislation. They work closely with government ministers, policy experts, and other stakeholders to translate policy proposals into legally sound and enforceable laws. This role is critical in ensuring that legislation is clear, consistent, and effective in achieving its intended purpose. Legislative drafters must have a deep understanding of the legal system, as well as the ability to interpret and apply complex legal principles. They play a key role in shaping the laws that govern society, influencing everything from criminal justice to economic policy. In addition to drafting legislation, they may also be involved in amending existing laws, ensuring that legal frameworks remain relevant and responsive. Diplomatic Attaché. A diplomatic attaché is a member of a country's diplomatic mission, typically serving as an expert in a specific area such as military affairs, economics, or culture. Attachés play a crucial role in fostering international relations, acting as liaisons between their home country and the host nation. They provide valuable insights and intelligence to their government, helping to inform foreign policy decisions. In addition to their advisory role, diplomatic attachés are often involved in negotiations, working to advance their country's interests in areas such as trade, security, and human rights. They must have a deep understanding of both their home country's policies and the political, economic, and cultural context of the host nation. Human Rights Commissioner. The Human Rights Commissioner is responsible for promoting and protecting human rights within a country or region. This role involves monitoring and investigating human rights abuses, advocating for the rights of marginalized and vulnerable populations, and advising the government on human rights issues. Human rights commissioners often work independently of the government, ensuring that they can operate without political interference. In addition to their investigative and advocacy work, human rights commissioners may also be involved in education and outreach, raising awareness of human rights issues and promoting a culture of respect for human rights. They may work closely with international organizations such as the United Nations to ensure that their country meets its international human rights obligations. Surprised by these hidden government roles so far? while the most crucial ones are still to come. Stick around because the next roles we're uncovering have a direct impact on your daily life, even though most people have no idea they exist. If you're finding this eye-opening, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on more content like this. And hey, drop a comment below if you knew about any of these roles. Let's see who's really in the know. Cyber Diplomacy Coordinator. The Cyber Diplomacy Coordinator is a relatively new but increasingly important role within government, reflecting the growing significance of cybersecurity in international relations. This official is responsible for coordinating a country's diplomatic efforts related to cyberspace, including issues such as cybercrime, cyber warfare, and the development of international norms for responsible state behavior in cyberspace. The Cyber Diplomacy Coordinator works closely with other government agencies, including intelligence and law enforcement, as well as with international partners, to address global cyber threats. Psychological Operations PSYOPS Specialist. A Psychological Operations PSYOPS Specialist is a military or intelligence professional responsible for planning and executing psychological operations designed to influence the behavior, emotions, and attitudes of foreign audiences. PSYOPS are used to achieve strategic objectives by weakening enemy morale, disrupting their decision-making processes, and shaping the perceptions of key target groups. PSYOPS specialists use a variety of tools and techniques, including propaganda, disinformation, and psychological warfare, to achieve their objectives. They must have a deep understanding of human psychology, as well as the ability to craft messages that resonate with the target audience. Counterterrorism Analyst. Counterterrorism analysts are intelligence professionals who specialize in analyzing information related to terrorist threats and activities. They play a critical role in identifying and assessing the risks posed by terrorist groups, both domestically and internationally. Counterterrorism analysts work closely with other intelligence and law enforcement agencies, as well as with international partners, to prevent and respond to terrorist attacks. This role involves analyzing a wide range of information, including reports, communications intercepts, and financial data. Human Officer, Human Intelligence. A human officer or human intelligence officer is an intelligence professional responsible for gathering intelligence through direct human interaction. This can involve recruiting and managing informants, conducting interviews, and debriefing defectors or other individuals with access to valuable information. Human officers play a critical role in gathering intelligence that cannot be obtained through technical means such as satellite imagery or electronic surveillance. Human officers must be skilled in building relationships, assessing the motivations and reliability of sources, and protecting the security of both their sources and themselves. This role often involves working in challenging and dangerous environments. The roles outlined in this content represent some of the most critical functions within government, each contributing to the security, stability, and well-being of a nation. From intelligence chiefs who oversee national security efforts to cyber operations specialists who defend against digital threats, these professionals work tirelessly behind the scenes to protect their countries from a wide range of dangers. Understanding these roles highlights the complexity and importance of government operations in an increasingly interconnected and uncertain world.